Hi everyone, good morning, and my name is Belinda. I don't know why they chose me, I'm not from Sabah. I'm from SS Gospel Center, which is in SS2. Okay, so today I would like to share about something that I will bring home together with me from RBS. One morning in RBS, we were given a question by Auntie Maylee. She asked us, how would you love God today? And that was the first time I dived deep into my thoughts about God's love for us. I feel like we've all at one point been so desensitized by the word love. We often hear things about John 3:16, for God so loved us, he gave his one and only son, right? So often that we sometimes don't feel anything anymore. Yeah. So I tried to put myself in God's perspective. Because I don't have any siblings, so I imagine having to sacrifice my dog to save my parents' life. And just by thinking about that, I got so heartbroken. Like, how can I kill my dog, So coming to think about it, how heartbroken was God then to lose his son, Jesus Christ? How much does he actually love us that he could sacrifice someone so holy for all of us that are unworthy? So I figured out that love isn't just an emotion, feeling, or a chemical reaction that goes on in your brains. For a person to be able to spend their whole lives with someone else you don't know at first, or to give up their lives for another person, I believe this word love has actually more to it. I believe it's a very precious thing we inherited from our Creator. So I reflected on this by thinking about how much I love my family and friends, but I wasn't sure if this love I knew was the same love God has for us, because what have I ever done for him, right? I know he's my father, and I have to have a relationship with him in order to actually love him. But who is he that's far above the heavens that has given us this ability to love? Is what I think I have love? Matthew 22, verse 37 says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." I saw that I could actually see how much I love God by, firstly, what I do with my life given by him, and secondly, how I love the people around me. So first, when I was a brand new Christian, somebody in my church just came up to me like, "Hey girl, what you want to study?" Then I'm like, I'm not sure yet. Then he told me you should choose a course that will enable yourself to contribute in God's ministry. And at the time, I was like, no way. Are you telling me to restrict my future in this small Christian bubble? But after RBS, all the devotions and classes, right, I actually realized that if I really love God, I would serve him with all my life. And I don't actually have to choose between the world and God, because I can actually do both. I can be involved in God's ministry and still be relevant to the world at the same time. The world actually offers so much more options than I initially could see. And second, I also learned that my love for God also reflects how I love the people around me. And if I really love the people God has put into my life, I should not only be able to love God with words, but also with actions. So 4 years ago, my babysitter, she has been taking care of me since I was a 9-month-old baby until now. Her husband passed away, and I couldn't make it to see him for the last time. I was just half an hour late. Yeah, and the whole family was Buddhist. But surprisingly, during the funeral, before we loaded the coffin into the car, someone requested us to surround his coffin to sing the song Amazing Grace. And because he just loved that song. So in RBS, we watched a movie called Amazing Grace. And in the movie, when the people sang that song, things flashed through my mind. I thought that if I really love God, I would share the gospel with all my unbelieving family and friends. Yeah, so I came to a conclusion that I actually do love God, but I think there is a lot more of room to grow to love him more. Coming to RBS has made me reflect on my relationship with God, and also made me realize that a lot of work has to be done when I return home from here. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.